This is not the video I was planning to put out today. I was actually planning to put out 2 videos today because while I was at Brimfield, I used all my free time to finish editing all the Nantucket footage. So I finished Nantucket and then I cut together basically a channel trailer that I was going to put out in honor of the fact that it's like my channelversary. Okay, I started the channel on March 7th, so it's like the 6-month anniversary of my having this channel. So I was going to put out this channel trailer, and I was excited because that's 2 videos in the same day, Nantucket 4 and the channelversary video, which I've never done before. So I was excited to be able to do that, and yeah, besides that, I was editing 2 other videos, so I'm in the middle of 4 edits. And instead you're getting this video because somebody stole my laptop while I was packing up for Brimfield. And I am just devastated about it for a few reasons. Number one, because I can't get any of that stuff back. You know, you can't, I edit in iMovie and you can't save project files in iMovie, so you can only reopen your projects from iMovie on the computer you're working on. You know, you can't, yeah. So all that stuff is lost, and that is devastating. A lot of footage is lost, and that's also devastating. I probably had like 10 projects that I had like started a little bit of or had some of the footage of, or whatever. All of it's gone. So if you've been paying attention, which I don't know if anybody even pays attention, but if you've been paying attention, you probably noticed I didn't put out a video for 2 weeks, but I was planning to make up for it. You know, I mean, I've been busy packing for Brimfield and also installing my solar and whatever. I mean, insert excuse here, right? But I was going to make up for it by putting out these 2 videos, and then I had these other ones lined up right after it that I had just finished doing at Brimfield, and now... yeah, now I don't have any of that, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to edit again because I don't have a computer, and I don't know when I'm going to be able to get a computer. And then even if I had a computer and editing software, I don't have any footage, so there's that. So what happened was at the end of the show, you know, the show technically ends, I think, on Saturday, but most people stay for Sunday, and they sell on Sunday as well, and then they pack up on Sunday and go home. So that's what I do typically, and I started packing like halfway through the day on Sunday, but because I'm only one person, it typically takes me either till the wee hours of Monday or maybe even sometimes longer into the day on Monday. And the field where I sell, New England Motel, is very gracious in that they allow you to stay. If you need to work there on Monday, you can. But they don't provide the services on Monday, you know, like, which is totally understandable. But like the bathrooms are locked, there's no security guard, that kind of thing. All that goes away on Monday because it's not officially part of the show. It's just like the extra day that people need sometimes, you know. So I wasn't the only one still there. There was probably on my side of the field like maybe 6 vendors left, and that's out of like 100. So most are gone, but there's still some, and some of them had a lot more work to do than I did. They could even still be there for all I know. But at one point I was loading a heavy bench into the bus, and my computer, which was in like a tote bag, was in the way, and I didn't want it to get damaged. So I took it out and I put it on the hood of the bus along with this little portable solar generator, this little portable. Okay, that was not an edit, that was the battery dying. So now I'm charged up again. So yeah, I think what I was saying was that when the show ends and people are there working at the end, if they have things they don't want to take with them, either because they broke or because they just are tired of looking at it, or because they don't have space for it, people will leave things by the trash cans, and other vendors will come along and look at it and see, is this something I want? And then they'll just take it. And as far as I knew, only vendors were ever on the field, but I have been informed that that's not necessarily true, that sometimes just regular people, like the locals, whatever, come through and do the trash can search. And I didn't know that. So I'm going to choose to believe that it was not a vendor that took my laptop, because I hate hate to think that a vendor would do that to another vendor. But basically, okay, I took the bag out and I took the little generator out. I put them on the hood of the truck so that, and then I left them there because I wanted to keep them for last, put them in last so that I could take them out without emptying the entire truck. Okay, so that's how they ended up on the hood. And then I was there with my stuff almost the whole time. I left once to ask somebody to help me move something, and another time somebody lost their cat. One of the vendors brings her cat to the show, and she lost him, so I went to help her look for the cat. And so I was gone for maybe a total of 5 to 8 minutes, I'd say. And didn't notice anything when I came back, and I finished all my work, time to go, cleaning up the space, going through everything, you know, just cleaning up the space, cleaning up after myself, basically. And then it's time to go. I unplugged, I had the block heater plugged in, I unplugged it, started the truck, it started up great. So then I went around and I picked up the little generator that was on the hood of the truck and I put it inside. And I thought at that moment, I must have put the computer in already. I don't know why I jumped to that, but I thought I must have put the computer in already because there's nothing left in the space. It's empty. So I must have put it in already. But about 20 minutes down the road, I started getting this nagging feeling where I was like, I don't really remember putting the computer in the truck. So the first chance I got, I stopped at a rest stop and I unpacked the front and the back of the bus. Not the middle, because I know it couldn't be in the middle because of when I put that bench in there, you know, and plus it's just packed so tight in the middle that there's, I mean, I'd have to work pretty hard to have gotten it in there. So I unpacked the front and the back, and it wasn't there. It wasn't anywhere. So I immediately called the people that own the field. They said they were going to send their guy over to check. And at this point, I'm thinking, I left it behind. I'm such a ditz. I left it behind. I must have. But as I'm driving back, I'm thinking, there's just no way. I unplugged the block heater and looked straight at the hood. I picked up the other object off the hood. I had the thought, I must have packed this already. All of that, and yet I was like looking right at it and not seeing it. That doesn't make any sense. But I drove all the way back. It took me 1 hour and 10 minutes to get back, and I looked and it's not there. It wasn't there. And so I'm walking around the field with a flashlight trying to figure out if it's somewhere else, and the only conclusion I can come to is that it was stolen off the hood of my bus while I was on one of those brief little couple of minute errands, you know. And why would someone take that and not the thing next to it, which is clearly a piece of fairly high-end electronics? Why would they take that bag without even knowing what's in it? Well, I think they thought it was my purse and that it was going to be full of the money I earned all week. Which I hope even more it's not a vendor if they were going to do that. But the bottom line is somebody's going to get about $40 for it on the black market. And meanwhile, I've lost like everything so that they can make $40. And I really wish that they had stolen my money, because now all the money I earned there anyway is going to go toward buying a new laptop, and it's not even going to have my stuff on it. It's not going to be, I'm going to have to start over. I'm going to have to start completely over with everything. Everything. I don't have my project edits, which there were many on there, you know, 10 or 12 projects I had started. I'm not going to have most of the footage. I'm completely starting over, and I have no idea when I'm going to be able to do another video because I don't know when I'm going to get a computer, and I need that to edit. So I'm sorry that this isn't the video I wanted to give you today. Happy channelversary to me.